Good evening. Welcome to CSB IAS Academy Current Affairs Bulletin. India's first private space launch startup, Skyroot, was successful in the upper stage rocket engine development. And Skyroot, what is Skyroot? Skyroot is a private startup, private startup in space research. And Skyroot was started by two scientists who were previously worked in ISRO. They have work experience in ISRO. In India, some startups have started with respect to space technology, like Team Indus, like Kawa Space, KAWA, Kawa Space, like Skyroot, etc. So, Team Indus, Kawa Space, Skyroot, etc. There are some startups in India now working in the space field. You all know that the success of SpaceX in America. You have seen the resounding success of SpaceX in America. In the same way, Skyroot now is trying to work it on. Let's wish Skyroot all the best to succeed in the space research. And the startup, this Skyroot, is engaged in developing Vikram series of launch vehicles. So they have named their launch vehicles as Vikram. They have not yet completed all the stages of development of launch vehicles. Only upper stage engine was developed. Only upper stage engine was developed. On August 12th, on August 12th, birth of Vikram Sarabhai, birth anniversary of Vikram Sarabhai, the test firing of Vikram 1 launch vehicle upper stage engine have been successful. And the name of the engine is Raman. You all know Raman, CV Raman. So the launch vehicle name is Vikram and the engine name is Raman. The successful test fire of upper stage engine, which is nicknamed as Raman, after Indian physicist and Nobel Prize winner C.V. Raman, is an important step. So Vikram is set to launch by 2023 around. It's set to launch by 2023 around, and private participation in space is also being welcomed in India. Remember, one private startup called Skyroot have done this. Next important news. There's a very big news with respect to Israel and UAE. First of all, you should know Israel is a Jewish state. The people are Jews, and Israel is surrounded by Arab countries, Muslim countries. Traditionally, there is no good relationship between Muslim countries and Israel. But yesterday, there is a very big news that Israel and UAE are going to have diplomatic relations from now on. Israel and UAE are going to have diplomatic relations from now on. This is very important news. So Israel have some diplomatic relations with Jordan, Egypt, but the major countries in the Middle East, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Israel have no good relations. Now, Israel UAE relationship are stepping stones for future Jewish and Arab relationship. Let us hope that UAE and Israel will have a very good relationship so that Middle East will see some peace between Jewish state of Israel and Arab countries. And here you should know what did Israel promise to UAE. So, what is diplomatic relation? Here, they are going to have their futuristic relations in trade, investments, in other cooperations also. And in a way, Israel also promised that uh, it is not going to annex West Bank. It is not going to annex West Bank to the UAE. UAE stated that Israel promised UAE that it is not going to annex West Bank. What is this West Bank? So in civil service exam, Gaza Strip, West Bank, they're all important questions in films, particularly map pointing. West Bank is an area between Jordan and Israel. It is a area which we can locate near Jordan and Israel. Actually, it is a majority of the people in West Bank are Palestinians, but Israel administratively controls the West Bank. Israel administratively controls the West Bank. So Israel have the plan to annex the West Bank. Israel has the plan to annex the West Bank. But now UAE is saying that Israel agreed to halt annex plans of West Bank. Halt means to temporarily stop. Halt means to temporarily stop the annex plans of West Bank, while Palestinians want to have their own separate state. So, in this perspective, Ministry of External Affairs have released a statement today. Indian Ministry of External Affairs. India continues its traditional support to Palestinian cause. India continues its traditional support to Palestinian cause, and Indians always support two nation theory. What is two nation solution, or what is two nation theory? Two nation theory means Israel should have its own territory and Palestinian statehood should also be recognized. Palestine should also have its own territory. Though India has very good diplomatic relation and science and technology defense relations with Israel, India still stands by its word. That is, India supports Palestine to have its own statehood. To have its own statehood. Traditionally, and even today, India believes in this two state solution or two nation solution. This is India's stand. India reiterated the stand even today. Even today, India have set the same stand, reiterated the stand. This is other news. And next important news, I wish to tell you here. Uh, 3 years back, 3 years back, in UPSC prelims question paper, one question I have seen. The question is, recently, India signed two conventions, Convention number 138 and Convention number 182. These two conventions belong to, this is the question. It is child labor abolition. It is with respect to child labor. Convention number 138 and Convention number 182 of ILO belongs to child labor. So, this is 3 years back prelims question. And the same article with respect to other country have come in the Hindu newspaper today. It have come in almost all the newspapers. It was reported from last 3 4 days. From last 3 4 days, this is a big news. Recently, Kingdom of Tonga, Kingdom of Tonga, Tonga. Remember, Kingdom of Tonga is a Pacific island nation. It's a Pacific island nation. Kindly locate Kingdom of Tonga in your map. Kindly locate Kingdom of Tonga in your map. Kingdom of Tonga now ratified this convention number 182. Convention number 182. And you know a point? In the history of 100 years of ILO, the only convention that was ratified by all the members, the only convention that was ratified by all the members is convention number 182. All children in the world now have a legal right and legal protection against child labor, against worst forms of child labor. Legal right and legal protection against worst form of child labor. International Labour Organization estimates that there are 152 million children in child labor in the world. 152 million, not 10 million, 20 million. 152 million are children are working. And 70 out of 152 million, 73 million are working in hazardous nature. They are working in the works, jobs which are very hazardous, very hazardous. And this is very important. And I wish that you should know what is Convention number 182. Convention number 182 deals with elimination of worst form of child labor. Convention number 182 deals with elimination of worst forms of child labor, including slavery, forced labor, and trafficking. Including slavery, forced labor, and trafficking. Next important news, Indian Navy is going to urgently procure 10 ship-based drones. Indian Navy is going to urgently procure 10 ship-based drones. You all know that we have seen the worst India-China relations in the month of May. How China tried to entrench into India, trespass into Indian territory, and Chinese aggrandizement in the Indo-Pacific region, in the Indian Ocean region, should be controlled, should be contained. For that reason, India should improve its naval capacity. India should improve its naval strength. India should improve its naval capacity. India should improve its naval strength. And Indian Navy have pushed forward a proposal to acquire 10 ship-borne drones, 10 drones which can be used from ships, and it will help Indian Navy to have better surveillance. It will help Indian Navy to improve its surveillance capabilities. So already Indian Navy is also working to procure Sea Guardian drones from America. Indian Navy wanted to have Sea Guardian drones also from America for better surveillance. Even this is important. Next important news from science and technology. This news might come for films. NASA. You all know NASA, America's space agency. NASA have sent a telescope called TESS. TESS. What is TESS? What is TESS? Uh, Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. TESS. Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. See, NASA's test will actually investigate whether there are exoplanets, whether there are exoplanets. 2 years back, 2 years back, NASA's test mission was launched, TESS. So they'll ask a question: what is NASA's test? Test is to survey exoplanets, to investigate about exoplanets. Okay, planets which are farther, planets which are far away from our planetary system. So, NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite has completed its primary mission. It has spent 2 years scanning the sky for seeking evidence of exoplanets. The satellite wrapped up its mission with 66 confirmed exoplanets. 66 confirmed exoplanets. Remember, the test satellite told there are 66 confirmed exoplanets and also 2,100 candidates. What do you mean by candidates here? Candidates means potentially exoplanets. 2,100 candidates. And this is very, very important. Very, very important. They are outside the planetary system, exoplanets which are beyond our planetary system. So NASA's TESS mission, TESS, remember, NASA's TESS is to search for exoplanets. Simple question they will ask. NASA's TESS is for to search for exoplanets, to search for EXOPLANETS, to search for exoplanets. Next important topic. There's a news about turtles. News about turtles. Fresh effort to revive turtle species considered extinct in wild. There's a turtle species called black soft shell turtles. Black soft shell turtles. IUCN considered them as extinct in wild. So these black soft shell turtles live in India and Bangladesh in the rivers. Live in India and Bangladesh in the rivers. So kindly read about soft shell turtles, black color soft shell turtles. The black soft shell turtles, they are native to major rivers, important rivers in India and Bangladesh. And there were few turtles that were found recently, so we think that we can revive the turtle population. Again we can revive the turtle population. These turtles are in IUCN list and they are in extinct in wild. They are in extinct in wild. So small month-old small babies were found in Assam. In Assam, near a pond in Nag Shankar temple. Some few turtles were found. So there was a hope that we can again revive these turtles. The name of the turtles is black soft shell turtles. Next important news. India Maldives relations are at a new height now. Yesterday also I told you, today there is a news about India Maldives again. India Maldives agreed to create a air bubble. India Maldives agreed to create a air bubble. What's an air bubble? An air bubble is a bilateral arrangement between two countries under which airlines from both the countries operate international flights with a set of regulations. So air bubble means international flights between these two countries will be operated with some regulations. You all know that due to corona crisis, we don't have proper international flights facilities. So India and Maldives have signed air bubble. Air bubble means for employment, for immediate medical purpose and other things, we can carry the passengers from one country to other country. So India and Maldives. And Maldives is the first country with which India, it's the first neighboring country. I can say it's the first neighboring country because India already had air bubbles with America, France, UK, Germany, and Maldives is the first neighboring country with which India has air bubble. India and Maldives agreed to create a air travel bubble to facilitate the movement of people. To facilitate the movement of people. And India Maldives relations, yesterday also I told you, there was a India is supporting Maldives projects. And there's one more news that India is funding $500 million. India is funding $500 million for GMCP, Greater Malay Connectivity Project. India is funding a very good number, that is $500 million. With this, adding to this 500 million completely, till now we have supported Maldives with around $2 billion funding. Till now, for all the Maldives projects and activities, around $2 billion funding went from India. And next important news is about Afghanistan. Afghanistan today released some of the Taliban prisoners. Donald Trump have promised in the American election campaign that he will withdraw American troops from Afghanistan. And Donald Trump have somehow managed to have a deal with Taliban. But still, there was a fight between Taliban government and Taliban people and Afghan government. Still, it is going on. Still, it is going on. Let's see how things go in future. But Kabul, that is Afghanistan government, begins to release some Taliban prisoners. Some Taliban prisoners, and talks will continue, it seems, and they may conduct talks in Qatar. They might conduct talks in Qatar. This is important. And next news is uh, Beirut blast. You all know that in Lebanon there was a blast of ammonium nitrate, and India sends medicines, food supplies to Lebanon. Today and yesterday, India have sent food, medicines, and other supplies to Lebanon through a special aircraft. To a special aircraft, and India demonstrated solidarity with Lebanon. But kindly locate Lebanon and bordering countries of Lebanon, Lebanon and bordering countries of Lebanon. But I expect a question on ammonium nitrate. We can expect a question on ammonium nitrate. What are the questions we can expect? See, ammonium nitrate can be used for industrial purpose and can also be used for explosives. Ammonium nitrate can be used for industrial purpose and can also be used for explosives. Sometimes ammonium nitrate will be misused by terrorists also. They'll be misused by terrorists also to prepare a bomb and other things for explosives. And ammonium nitrate is a crystal like substance. Ammonium nitrate is a crystal like substance, and it will be used in fertilizer making industry also, so for good purposes also, and also low scale explosives, fertilizer industry and low scale explosives. In its pure form, ammonium nitrate is a white crystal chemical which is soluble in water. In its pure form, ammonium nitrate is a white crystalline chemical which is soluble in water. And remember, ammonium nitrate is very, very dangerous. You cannot store ammonium nitrate without government license and permission in most of the countries. And United Nations classified it as a dangerous substance. UN also classified it as a dangerous substance. Pure ammonium nitrate is not so dangerous on its own. So pure nitrate is not so dangerous. If it is mixed with some other explosives, it is very dangerous. If it is mixed with some other explosives, it is very dangerous. Particularly if it is mixed with fuel or other explosives or other contaminants, finally it is done. And many of the IEDs, I think you all know that terrorists use IED. What is IED? Even in Dishnar blast few years back in 2013, IED was used, improvised explosive devices. So there will be some ammonium nitrate also. In IED attacks also they'll use this. So let's see how government is going to regulate this production, and also is going to support only peaceful use of ammonium nitrate. So you might expect a prelims question on ammonium nitrate. You are expected to study on this. Okay. So thank you. We'll meet tomorrow, and wish you a happy Independence Day. We'll meet tomorrow with news. Thank you.